Offset seemingly gets caught creeping on an Instagram model just days after his ex and baby mama accused him of trying to hook up with her.
Have you heard the news? Cardi and Offset, who have been one of the big power couples in the world of music for nearly 3 years, now are getting divorced. Can you believe it? What's more, the breakup is all Cardi B's idea, and she says he's a cheater. Those are some strong words from Cardi, so we'd better get to the bottom of it. Today, we're going to show you the truth behind Offset's cheating scandal. Now, if you're as shocked as I am by this news, leave a comment right now and let us know how you think this is going to play out. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to MindHub. And now, on to the scandal. Number 4. Cheating the whole time.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, right there.
I'm moving. Yo.
One of the most important factors about the divorce is the reasoning behind it. A source is saying that one of the reasons Cardi is leaving Offset is because he's basically been cheating the whole time. No surprise here, given that Offset was caught on tape in 2018.
Following her. After she shared these posts on her Instagram, of course, some people on the internet got a hold of them and started accusing Offset of creeping.
However, it seems like his cheating ways went way beyond that, and Cardi has had enough of it. Are you shocked by Offset's behavior? You may disagree, but I'm not surprised at all. If you look at Offset's history, you'll see that he's a guy who is never afraid to get with a woman and will even reject doing basic things like paying the bills. He's got multiple children with other partners, which is why it was strange that Cardi chose to marry such a cheater in the first place. Surely she could have seen this coming. Another source said that the real reason she put up with him for so long was because of Kulture, their young child. And that's a noble reason. Divorce is terribly difficult on young kids, and Cardi admirably didn't want to put Kulture through that. But apparently, there is a level of cheating that not even a kid could keep the couple together. And when Cardi filed for divorce, she also filed to get full custody of Kulture. A big move. But ironically, as, let's say, unique as Cardi B is, she is, believe it or not, much more responsible than Offset. So that does beg the question, how is Cardi taking all of this? Number 3. Cardi's response.
Seeing all the love and prayers and everything that you guys been sending me, and I want to say thank you.
Obviously, we need to look at things from Cardi B's perspective. She did an Instagram Live recently where she got very real about everything that was going on between her and Offset.
It hits the media. I'm always crying. I'm always stressed out. I'm sad because I don't like that type of shit.
While responding to the outpour of support from fans amid her divorce, Cardi said, "I want to say thank you so much. However, like I don't really need it. I'm okay. I want to let you know I've not shed not one tear," she said. Every single time that this guy has been so crazy, so fucked up, and it hits the media, I'm always crying, always sad. I don't like that type of shit, Cardi continued. This time, I wasn't crying. You want to know why? The reason for my divorce is not because of none of that shit that ever happened before. It's not because of cheating. I'm seeing people like, oh, he has a baby on the way. That's a whole fucking complete lie. That's the second time people are trying to pin babies over here. No, that's bullshit. I got tired of not seeing things eye to eye. When you feel like it's just not the same anymore before you actually get cheated on, I'd rather just leave. Some very revealing words from Cardi B, no doubt. Do you think she has a sound case for leaving? Sometimes the arguments, the worrying, the hating of what's going on, it's tiring, and it's draining, physically and emotionally. Sometimes you just need to get out of a bad situation, and it looks like that's what Cardi is doing. But is that a good enough reason to take sole custody of the kid too? That's a much trickier question, so we better discuss the ins and outs of that one in the comments. Number 2. I'm not hurt.
I'm okay. I want to let y'all know I have not shed not one tear.
So while the situation is very serious, it should be noted that Cardi B and Offset have had a separation before, and it was basically a publicity stunt, which got many people wondering if that's what's going on here, because it has very similar vibes. I don't do stunts, I don't need stunts, and I don't need any stunts that comes to family to sell anything, Cardi B said when this was brought up. I don't understand why people want the reason for the divorce to be something so bad. Cardi continued, nothing crazy out of this world happened. Sometimes people really do fucking grow apart. I've been with this man for 4 years. I have a kid with this man. You just get tired of the arguments and the buildup. You get tired sometimes, she said. And before something bad happens, before you get left, before you get cheated on, you sometimes just want to leave. What's so bad about that? I want to say thank you to everybody. They've been showing me love, Cardi added. I'm great, I'm okay, I'm not down, I'm not devastated, I'm not hurt. Cardi really knows how to layer it on, doesn't she? But again, she's right. Sometimes you don't need something really bad to happen for everything to fall apart. Sometimes it's death by 1,000 cuts when all the little things pile up until it's too much to endure. Number 1. Could this all have been avoided?
Though the pair had yet to publicly address their current status or the newest reports as of Tuesday afternoon.
If we're going to be telling hard truths, there is a very, very obvious one that needs to be laid out here. And that's the simple question of, could this all have been avoided? I'm certainly not referring to how Cardi B and Offset could have worked things out. I'm not Dr. Phil, but should they have even gotten married in the first place? I know it sounds insensitive, but in truth, this marriage has been fraught with problems from day one, and anyone with eyes to see could tell that this was going to end in disaster. And sure enough, it did. Case in point, Offset's history with relationships is terrible. We've noted earlier that he's had multiple partners who have given him multiple kids. He's been caught cheating on those multiple partners outside of Cardi B multiple times. And yet they got married anyway. It was plainly obvious that he was going to cheat again. Yes, there was a chance he wasn't going to cheat on her. Just there's a chance that pigs will fly. It's just highly unlikely. On top of this obvious tension, the birth of her daughter took a mental and physical toll on Cardi. Those of you watching who have kids know what I'm talking about. Being a new mother is hard stuff. Cardi didn't necessarily want to have a child at her age, and then when she got through her pregnancy, she felt her career was over because she didn't look beautiful again. So she went through multiple plastic surgeries, resulting in her rushing back to the stage so she could make money, and that almost crippled her for real. And we can't help but think that all of that could have been avoided if Cardi had used her brain instead of her heart for a minute and decided not to marry a guy who simply did not have a track record worthy of being a husband and a father. And there you have it. A look at the fallout of the relationship between Cardi B and Offset and various truths about it. Can you believe this is how the relationship is going to end? Which of these statements do you feel is the most telling in regards to why Cardi B left him? How long are they going to be in divorce court, working this all out, and what's going to happen with the kid? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time, right here on MindHub.